Deep in a forest, green and bright, lived a puppy named Pip. Pip was small, even for a puppy. He had soft brown fur and a tail that wagged with more enthusiasm than puppies twice his size. Pip loved to explore. Every rustle of leaves, every chirp of a bird was an adventure waiting to happen. One sunny morning, Pip decided to explore a part of the woods he'd never seen before. The trees grew taller, the leaves a deeper shade of green. The air smelled different, exciting and new. Pip, with his little nose held high, trotted deeper into the woods. He felt so brave, like a mighty explorer discovering a new land. Little did he know, a surprise awaited him. The forest grew quiet as Pip ventured further. The only sound was the crunch of leaves beneath his paws. He came to a clearing, sunlight dappling the forest floor. And there, in the middle of the clearing, stood the biggest creature Pip had ever seen. It was a bear. It stood on its hind legs, sniffing the air. Its fur was brown and shaggy, and its claws looked big enough to crush a tree trunk. Pip, despite his brave heart, felt a shiver of fear run down his spine. He took a step back, his tail no longer wagging. The bear turned its head and saw Pip standing at the edge of the clearing. It lowered itself to all fours, letting out a growl that seemed to shake the ground. Pip felt a whimper rise in his throat, but he swallowed it down. He couldn't run. He had to be brave. Pip took a deep breath and let out a bark. It was a small bark, barely a squeak compared to the bear's growl, but it was full of courage. He barked again and again, each bark a declaration that he wouldn't back down. The bear stopped growling and stared at Pip, its big head cocked to one side. The bear took a step closer to Pip. It lowered its head and sniffed him gently. Pip stood his ground, his tail beginning to wag again, this time tentatively. Instead of the fearsome growl he expected, the bear let out a soft, rumbling sound. It was the sound of a happy tummy. The bear dipped its head again and nudged Pip playfully with its nose. Pip, realizing the bear meant no harm, barked happily and licked the bear's nose. They spent the rest of the afternoon playing together, the big bear gentle with the little puppy. Pip learned that even the biggest, scariest creatures can have the kindest hearts. From that day on, Pip and the bear were the unlikeliest of friends, proving that bravery and kindness can create a bond stronger than any fear.